Planeswalkers, Trainers, Duelists, and Tamers. Welcome. What can counter Origin Form Palkia V-Star most effectively? That was the question coming into Worlds 2022, and Masters champion Ondrej Skubal's ADP deck provided the answer. Behind the offensive power of Arceus V-Star lies a barrel-driven draw engine complemented by multiple trainer cards chosen for their search and draw capabilities, and with the flexibility to discard so Barrel has more room to draw. With Flying Pikachu VMAX and Path to the Peak to neutralize incoming attacks, and Boss's orders to ensure no Pokemon is safe, this deck leaves the opposition toothless, targeted, and trapped. Today, we're going to be opening up the 2022 ADP deck from the London World Championships. I really like products like these. I just think they're so fun. I remember I got one, I think it was the 2008. It was a Blissey deck, and it just had so many cool cards in it, and cards that I hadn't seen before. It was so cool to know that you own basically a copy of the World Championship winning deck. Like that just blew my mind as a kid. I loved getting this. Of course, because of COVID, we didn't have World Championships for a couple of years, but they did bring them back last year, so that's great to see. It was in London, so we got this cool little Pikachu dressed up. We got a pin. We got this cool deck box. There's a lot of stuff, so let's find out the fun way, of course, what's inside. Okay. Oh, lots of stuff in here. Alright, so we'll start with this book. Okay, it was the weekend of the 18th through the 21st. Looks like there's a few Pokemon. They all kind of spell out London down there, and I like the Roserades all dressed up too. Okay, what's in here? Oh, looks like some player information. Ah, they got stuff for the VGC in here as well. Very interesting. Okay, we got a big old coin. Beautiful coin. Beautiful coin. I like that a lot. Okay, it looks like this is the back of the cards. It's not the traditional back. These aren't tournament legal cards. They're just something fun to have, and you can kind of keep the deck put together. You can look back on it 5 years, 10 years from now and remember what the metagame was back in 2022. You and a friend can each get one of these decks and kind of play, like you're in the World Championships. And this is Arceus V-Star, of course, the centerpiece of the deck. It's got the signature on there. So surreal to see this card not foil. If you need real copies of Arceus V-Star, they did announce that in the 2023 Trainers Toolkit this summer, we will be getting a 1-1 line of Arceus V and Arceus V-Star, so that's good to have. Okay, we got a mat here. Just a paper mat. Oh, it's fun. It's a lovely pin. And deck box, just cardboard, but I love the colors on it. Seems pretty sturdy for just being cardboard. Okay. So I've got Arceus V-Star here, of course, and Arceus V. Looks like a 4-3 line. So 4 Arceus V going to 3 Arceus V-Star. Trinity Nova is such a good attack. The Starbirth V-Star power is such a good ability. These cards are crazy, and I love how generic they are. You really can, use any type of energy. You can use it in any kind of deck that plays Vs. Sometimes it just, Arceus V-Star is the centerpiece of the deck, and that it's just, it's fueling itself as an attacker. Really enjoy decks like that. And the P in ADP is Flying Pikachu VMAX. So we got 2 of those and 3 Flying Pikachu Vs. I love the art on this. This is certainly, these came out in celebrations, the 25th anniversary set, an homage to the original Flying Pikachu promos. I love the art. He's so big, he's flying over that airplane. Just love little stuff like that. And the D in ADP is Decidueye and Decidueye V-Star. So we got 2 of those and 2 of those. I like the artwork. The Hisuian versions of the starters kind of received some mixed reviews. I like this one a lot. Just the whole autumnal aesthetic that he kind of has in contrast to the regular Decidueye. I like this a lot. I think grass and fighting is a great type combination. And here is Barrel and Bidoof. Great cards. Absolutely great cards. Staple in so many decks. And that's not going to change when Scarlet and Violet comes around. Lumineon V, another great card. We got Pumpkaboo to get rid of a stadium. And Crobat V. These are pretty staple, pretty generic cards that can kind of slot into most decks as long as there's room for them, or they kind of contribute to what you want to do. Grab a supporter, get rid of a stadium, and draw some cards. Everybody likes to do those, right? And we've got Boss's Orders, the Cyrus copy, which is probably the best one, you know. Of course, Arceus is a Gen 4 Pokemon, so got to show Gen 4 some love with some Cyrus. Big Giovanni fan, but he's just so menacing and great. And we got 4 Marnie. So between these 8 cards, you really have a lot of ways to disrupt your opponent's game plan. Your Boss's Orders can drag out something from the bench and give you an opportunity to knock it out, or maybe just stick it up there and kind of stall out for a little bit. And Marnie is, you know, going to mess with their hand, and if you have a bad hand, it's going to help you rebuild a better one. Of course, if you're using Cyrus, you got to use Professor's Research, Professor Rowan, the Gen 4 professor. Nothing like discarding your whole hand and drawing a fresh batch of 7 new cards. And we got Raihan. He's another great supporter. Lets you attach an energy to the bench if one of your Pokemon was knocked out, so your opponent thinks they got you on the ropes, and you can come back with this one. Path to the Peak is great. This is more like it's a floodgate, kind of like a skill drain type card. The ability to just shut down abilities with, you know, for Pokemon that have a rule box, which is tons. You know, the Vs, the V-Stars, the V-Maxes, the Radiant Pokemon. Even when we get the EXs and things, this will still be very relevant. And we got 3 Quick Ball. This one's unfortunately going to rotate. We are getting Nest Ball in Scarlet and Violet, which will be nice to have, but Quick Ball being able to discard a card, which can kind of fuel some graveyard shenanigans, but also being able to add a Pokemon to your hand is a little bit better than Nest Ball, but it also, you know, you do have to discard to use it. So there's pros and cons to Quick Ball versus Nest Ball. I think it'll be interesting to shift from one to the other. Ultra Ball, of course, is absolute great staple card. Discard 2 cards, get any Pokemon you want out of your deck. Awesome effect. We got 1 Evolution Incense just to grab whichever evolution Pokemon you're looking for. You know, if you need your Arceus V-Star, your Pikachu V-Max, your Decidueye V-Star, or even just a barrel. Just a switch, and lightning, fighting, double turbo, and 1 single capture energy. It's fun to see these kind of one-ofs. You know, you can kind of really just see how evident it is that the player goes through and tests the deck and really puts the time in and tweaks with it to see, okay, well, you know, I don't want a full 4 Quick Ball, but I do need 1 more effect that could just get me a basic Pokemon. But I only want the 1 of it, so I'll play 1 capture energy. You know, things like that I think are so interesting to see. And it's so fun to see how decks kind of come together after, you know, the format starts and new cards come out and people think that, okay, well, this is obviously the game plan, and then things can change and deck lists can tweak and cards can become relevant or irrelevant or come back into relevancy or vice versa. It's always fun and enjoyable to see. Pokemon trading card game is definitely fun, and I look forward to the changes and things that are going to come with Scarlet and Violet. It's right around the corner, but I thought this was a nice way to kind of end the Sword and Shield era. We'll be getting some Scarlet and Violet cards pretty soon here, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the deck, let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.